Hello, Chris Godinez, licensed professional counselor, also the host of We Need to Talk on every Sunday, usually at noon. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. If you feel you need a therapist, please go to Google, type in therapy, your city, Psychology Today will pop up, and they will have qualified therapists in your area. Also, the views and opinions stated herein are mine and mine alone. They do not represent the ACA, the APA, or any other goddamn therapist for that matter. Thanks for playing. Bye-bye. Boom. Shakalaka. Okay, so I'm doing this extra video because I have been hearing from various people that the Hoovers are happening. So this is what's going on. A lot of your abusers, your narcissists, your malignant borderlines, malignant guys, malignant, not just traits up. A lot of them are doing the Hoovers right now because they're playing on fears. They're playing on the fears that are happening right now with this whole, situation. So here's the thing. Narcissists will do the thing of, oh, I'm just checking on you. Oh, baby, I've changed. I've seen the light. I realize how fragile life is. I'm going to change. It's going to be different. I'm just making sure you're okay. Hey, how are you doing? Just wanted to check in. They're doing all sorts of kind of Hoovers like that. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. They don't care whether you're healthy or not. Just letting you know that. So be aware that the Hoovers are happening. And I actually had one person say, oh my God, I just received a snail mail Hoover because they can't get a hold of me in any other way, shape, or form. So they sent me a actual snail mail letter, how are you doing? With all this is going on, we should mend the fences. We should get back together. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of pop on. I was going to do a live show, but I don't have, John's struggling with his work stuff and all my other people are struggling with their life stuff. So I'm just going to do this little quick little video. So basically, let's talk about Hoovering really quickly. So what is a Hoover? For those of you who are kind of new to this. A Hoover is when you've left the abuser and they are desperate to get back into your life. You've cut them off. You've said, no, thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm not interested. Go away. And so they try something to come back into your life. Usually it's the love bombing. They do the love bombing. Oh, it'll be different. I'm so sorry I made you feel that way, or I'm so sorry you felt that way. That's usually what they do. They don't really do a real apology. But when they realize that you're out, that you're done, that you're like, hey, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to put up with this. Then they do the love bombing. Then they do the flowers and the gifts and the letters and the cards and the texting and the emails and, oh, baby, I've changed. Things will be different. I promise it'll be better this time, et cetera, et cetera. And they will do Hoovers for different situations. They look for anything where they feel that their target of abuse is going to fall for it. So for example, they will do the sickness Hoover, which is what apparently is occurring right now. So they'll do the either I'm sick, I see the error of my ways, or they do the I'm worried about you, I just wanted to make sure you're okay, blah, blah, blah. Please call me, please contact. No, if these people didn't give two flying rats' asses about you 3 weeks ago, they sure as fuck don't give a fuck about you right now, okay? Let's just be real. So be aware of that. The other thing of it is too is narcissists are terrified of death. They are terrified of death. And this brings mortality into sharp focus. So they will do the, I'm so scared, I need you, I want you. And of course, it sucks because if they were normal human beings, first of all, you wouldn't have had to kick them out of your life. But second of all, we as normal human beings and empaths respond to, oh gosh, we don't want anybody to suffer. Oh gosh, we don't want anybody to feel bad. Oh gosh, we don't want. So this is where you really got to rein in your codependency issues, because the abusers are looking to work on our natural empathy, although I'll be hard pressed to find it in some of the grocery stores. Don't get me started. People, You don't need to hoard toilet paper. I cannot say this enough. This is a respiratory infection. It is not Chipotle, okay? So stop hoarding the goddamn toilet paper. There are seniors out there that are unable to get basic supplies. Please stop hoarding the toilet paper. Or if you do know of a senior, share some of your fucking supplies with them. Jesus Christ, common fucking decency, okay? So anyway, the narcissists at this point are doing the whole, either working the sympathy part of, oh, I'm scared, I'm alone, I need you, okay? And we, as, codependents, oh, they need us. Oh my goodness, I need to be there for them. No, you fucking don't. You don't. Let them deal with this on their own. You don't need to go be with them again. If somebody has been abusive, name calling you, lying about you, smearing you, bankrupting you, keeping your kids from you, emotional warfare, psychological warfare, gaslighting you, etc., etc., etc. This is not somebody you need in your life. You do not. Good evening and welcome to Deal with Your Karma. So, they've got all these wonderful flying monkeys. Let the flucking flying monkeys deal with them. So, so there's that. So they're going to do the whole, I'm alone, I'm scared, I need you. I was just checking in on you, Hoover. I'm worried about you, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, if they can't get a hold of you any other way because you've been smart and blocked them, they will do the snail mail. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that in times of crisis, this is what narcissists do. This is what abusers do. They are looking for any inroads so that they can get back into your life. Do not allow it. Do not. You do not need to have them in your life. If you have booted this person out and they are, I am going to change, I am going to change, or I've changed. And really? Have you been to therapy? Are you in DBT therapy? Are you doing amends? Have you made amends to all the people in your life that you've harmed? Have you? Really? Yeah. Do you see where I'm going with that? They talk a pretty story. They don't have follow through. They really don't. So, yeah, they'll, unless they've been in therapy for a good solid 2 years with a good therapist doing DBT, and have made amends and are willing to, act not out of their ego, which, okay, let me just clue you into this. Narcissists don't change, guys. They don't do any of those. They don't. They just don't. There is no such thing as a self-aware narcissist. That's bullshit. There is no such thing as the fragile narcissist that just needs to be loved into health. Bullshit. No, they don't get better. Period. Period. They're not going to change. This pandemic is not suddenly going to make them go, oh my God, I have been a small-minded idiot. Holy cow, I've harmed all these people. Geez, I need to make amends. I need to get real with my higher power. No, it is not going to make them do that. It is not, it is not, it is not, it is not, okay? So when you get the Hoover, not if, when you get the Hoover and they're using this current crisis as the excuse, take a deep breath. Remember what they did. Write down every rotten thing they did to you. Have it somewhere where you can see, okay? Because they're counting on you being so overwhelmed that you'll be willing to take them back because you're scared, you're whatever. So here's the thing, guys. Take a deep breath. Crisis or no crisis. The last thing you need is a narcissist in your life. The last thing you need right now at this point in time is an abuser in your life, because not only are you going to be dealing with other people's fear, which is all what's happening right now, and a lack of toilet paper and paper towels. Don't even get me started. So, you're going to be dealing with their bullshit again, because as soon as they know that they've got their hooks back into you, they're going to start abusing you all over again. Do not... Listen to me now, believe me later. Do not fall for it. It's bogus. It's another excuse to get back in your life and get supply. I can guarantee you, in these 2 weeks that we are being, quarantined and doing the social distancing and everything, a couple of things are happening. One, the abusers don't have any supply. And when abusers don't have any supply, they start looking through their little black book. I just dated myself. Whatever you do on the internet nowadays, you go back through your contact list and figure out who you can get supply from. That's what abusers do, okay? And in this 2 weeks too, and please, I cannot stress this enough, domestic violence calls are going to go through the roof, because if you haven't gotten away from your abuser, you're stuck at home with your abuser. And if you're a kid and you have no power, that abuser is going to be abusing the shit out of the kid. So if you hear anything that sounds like domestic violence, if you hear anything, and I don't care how silly it sounds, if there's screaming, if there's yelling, if it sounds like somebody is getting hit, call police, okay? Because the abused will be stuck at home with their abuser, and that means little kids too. So please, 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 if you hear anything that sounds like domestic violence, whether it's between adults or whether it's an adult acting on a child, call the police. Absolutely. Okay, so anyway, in keeping this short, because I've got clients I got to go see, basically, they're using this as an excuse to try to get you back in their lives. And they're using the, I'm just worried about you, I haven't seen you, or, oh gosh, I'm sick, I'm scared, I need you. No, you don't. And if you're sick, you're not seeing me anyway, because hello, quarantine. So yeah, don't fall for it. I'm hearing this from different support groups that a lot of people are thinking about contacting their abuser. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Take a deep breath. Let's just take a deep breath, shall we? What does your gut tell you? What did this person do to you? Did they harm you? Did they put you down? Did they yell at you? Did they shame you? Did they blame you? Did they guilt trip you? Did they make your world incredibly small? Did they take away your family and your friends? Did they encourage you to not have contact with your children? Did they stop you from doing the hobbies that you love? If you answered yes to any of those, do not contact these people. So yeah, the Hoovers are going to happen, guys, but you've got to be strong, and you've got to realize they're doing it because they don't have supply. They are limited right now. They don't have their normal supplies going on. So of course they're going to be going through their, their black book or their Rolodex, or Jesus Christ, I'm old. Anyway, or their contact list, trying to find somebody that they can get to pay attention to them. That's what it's all about. They don't care if it's positive or negative, as long as they have attention. And what will happen though is you'll feel sorry for them, or you'll feel scared yourself, and you'll contact them. And then the next thing you know, you're back on the wheel of abuse. So remember, the wheel of abuse is the love bombing, love bombing, love bombing. They get their hooks into you. Suddenly it changes. They're not quite as nice anymore. They start getting nasty, start getting vicious. Boom, the abuse happens. You go, I'm done. I'm not interested. They go, oh shit, I fucked up. They're going to leave. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you, baby. It'll never happen again. I promise. I'll be different this time. It'll be better this time. It'll be whatever the bullshit is. We go, oh, maybe it'll be different this time. We get back together with them, boom, and we start the clock all over again. Don't start the clock all over again. You have done so much work, guys. Why do that? Why throw yourself, back 20 yards when you've been moving forward? So fear is a powerful motivator, and malignant narcissists know how to work it, as do malignant borderlines. So don't buy into the fear. Don't buy into the bullshit. Please, for the love of God, do not contact them. Don't. It's a Hoover. They don't need you. Trust me on that one. Well, they need you to feed their supply. They need you to feed their ego, but they sure as hell don't really truly need you. So again, if you get the crisis Hoover, which is what's happening right now, don't fall for it. They don't care how you are. Why do they care now? The time to have cared is when you were in their life. And if they're waiting for a crisis to be like, oh gosh, I was just thinking about you. Gosh, are you okay? Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you, please. So do take good care of yourselves. Do continue to do the social distancing, etc. Please stop hoarding fucking toilet paper. Do watch over the elderly and the young. If you hear anything that sounds like domestic violence, please call the police. Take care of each other. and take care of yourselves. And just, you know what? We're going to get through this. But remember, guys, it does take a village. It really does. It cannot be every man for themselves. That is a narcissistic attitude. Don't be a fucking narcissist. All right, there it is. All right, you guys be good. I hope this was helpful. Don't fall for the Hoover. And I will be talking about attachment, the different attachment disorders that we have, and how that grooms us to be in abusive relationships. All right, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, watch out for the elderly, please keep an eye on the young, and I will talk to you later. Bye.